Anyway, we'll kick off. So Hunters Campfire team here on the range. Really, this is the first get-together that we've had in preparation for the Northern Territory. So we're all heading up there sometime shortly. Now, Mark, you've certainly spent some time on the range with your rifle. Good to put it through paces again, I guess, outside of a city range experience.
Yeah, let's do some show and tell, hey?
Yeah, I reckon that's a good idea.
So, guys, as you said, Ian said, we're heading to Northern Territory. I'd hunt buffalo primarily, but pigs,
Donkeys, Scrubbies,
whatever.
Yep.
We're going to a fairly large private holding, and there's a lot of game on there. So I've chosen a Sako 85, left hand of course, in 9.3 by 62. One of the reasons I've chosen the 9.3 by 62 is it's classed as a safari caliber, and it's available in left hand. 375 and so on are all very fashionable, but very difficult to get in left hand, whereas the 9.3 by 62 is available in left hand. So that's a rifle for me. On top, I'm running a Steiner Ranger 6 in 1:6 by 24. So a compact, dangerous game scope. So big picture, easy target acquisition, and it's illuminated reticle. I'm out of this. Grab another box. There you go. You can hold that for me. I'm running Sako power heads in 250 grain Barnes. So they're a solid Barnes projectile. And the way I've set this rifle up is flat at 200 and about 3 inches high at 100. And today at the range, it proved to be pretty much spot on. So I'm happy that I can comfortably take an animal out to 200.
Definitely.
And I know with the buff I want to get closer, but if I see the,
trophy of a lifetime.
That trophy of a lifetime, and he's a bit further out than 100, and I can't get any closer, I'm not going to miss up the shot. So that's for me.
And this is what? A Sako 85?
This is a Sako 85 Hunter.
Beautiful rifle.
It is.
Yeah,
And it is. Look, it really is a beautiful rifle. There's no doubt about it. It is a classic hunting rifle in the European design. Yeah, it's wonderful. And it's light. And I know that some people are not sure about the recoil. I find it quite manageable.
It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be honest.
Yeah, well, let's be fair, these two guys are tough. I had a shot with it, nearly took my arm off. So,
As a very good friend of mine once said, a very knowledgeable guy who's hunted in Africa a lot. Peter Ryan, actually, the author out of New Zealand. A 9.3 by 62 compared to a 375 H&H Magnum. He said the 9.3 is simply a 375 after a couple of rums. Just a bit more, it's milder, it's more relaxed.
Mellowed down, yeah.
Mellowed down. So that was, and I'm very happy. It's shooting as expected. 200, bang on.
That's what happens to go
are you shooting? Super, yeah. And you're running 9.3 as well?
I've got 9.3, the same. Yeah, shoots really well, 0 to 100. We checked it out to 200, and I know that I'm really comfortable and confident to be able to take shots out to 200 just like Mark. So
yep.
Got that stopping power that we're looking for on those buff. So yeah, really keen.
Backup rifles.
Backup rifle for that 3006, mate.
Yeah, all right, cool. So I'm running this. This is the new Beretta BRX1. Huh?
Don't worry,
Yeah, no, it's pointing behind him.
me.
I'm careful here. So it's the BRX1. It's the Beretta's new platform. It's the first hunting rifle that they've brought out for some time. So we've been lucky enough to get our hands on one of these for the trip, and we're going to put it through its paces. Not the primary buff gun, but certainly something that could be used on a lot of the other animals that are up there, the pigs, the donkeys, and those sorts of things. So we'll see how we go with it. It's a straight pull, so it's a little bit different to the normal rifle that you're used to. I find it really comfortable to use. It's supposed to be a very quick action. It's designed for those follow-up shots, really quickly on fast-moving game. And to that point, I've put an Aimpoint on top of it, and it's got 0 magnification whatsoever. Just gives me a quick acquisition red dot, and hopefully we'll be able to use it and have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
So it's in 3006, so it's a smaller caliber than the Buffalo rifle. But yeah, we started here. We had a bit of a challenge putting it on the site to start with on the target. But once we bore sighted it, got it back to where we thought it needed to be. We're back at 200 metres, and we're within an MOA basically.
Oh look, I think for what you putting it through today is pretty good. Just so you know, one of the real key features of the BRX is that you can actually make this a left-handed rifle. It's modular, so that bolt and that bolt handle you can take it apart and you can literally put it on the other side. If you spin it over, you can that way. You can
this way you can
see
the point.
the port.
Yeah.
So it becomes a left-handed rifle, which is fantastic. And at 200, you were still hitting close or right on bull.
Yeah.
So
very impressed with it. My first impression when I picked it up was that it was going to kick like a mule because this stock is quite hollow, but it does have quite a bit of weight up here.
Yeah, it's a really solid
But
action.
as far as rifle goes, it's not too heavy. Like I thought it was going to be heavier. The description said it was heavier, not as in the metrics, but someone speaking to me about it said, they might not want to carry it around as a bush gun, but I'd certainly be okay with it. Ask me after we do 30 k's a day up in the territory, and I'll tell you all about it. The other great thing, so yes, it's ambidextrous. It's also you can swap the barrels out for larger calibers. I think at the moment they've got a 308. This is a 3006, and they're bringing out the 9.3. So a nice range of calibers that you can put with this. Not quite sure how they're going to do that with all of our PTAs and bits and pieces, but certainly an exciting platform. It's going to be fun to use.
Yeah, if you could get that in a 9.3.
Oh, beautiful.
That's it. You
What a
just go, that's
combination.
it. That's it. I'm going to the territory. I'll take both barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing
Away
too
you
is
go.
we talked about the Aimpoint and its usability. Good for stuff that's flushing out of the bush in front of you. Certainly I've lost a couple of sambar, well, not lost them, but haven't put a shot through a couple of sambar just because the scope that I was using at the time, I just couldn't get a bead on it quick enough. This is going to be great down in sambar country. The other thing, I saw Ash, who's a gunsmith who works around our club. He uses the same Aimpoint, and once this is sighted in, one screw quickly takes that off and you should be able to put another scope straight on. So if you're carrying a scope in your pack that can do the longer range stuff, I am told that you don't lose accuracy by taking it on and off. So, and you shouldn't. It's a piece of steel. Once it's locked into place, it by rights shouldn't move.
Definitely.
So it'd be interesting to test that. Just adds a bit more usability.
Yeah, definitely.
So again, this is completely modular. Nice to have that in a
You're not gonna
blaze
lose
colour,
them.
eh?
You're gonna lose them.
Right?
Yeah.
Bitch, I'm not the first
That's
person
right.
who's put a magazine down. I haven't figured all of this out yet because we've only had it less than 24 hours. But the trigger assembly pulls out just like this does.
Yeah.
It's
It
just
breaks
a
down,
quick
doesn't it?
release. Yeah, you can pull it all apart in little modules.
Yep.
And you can adjust the trigger just with a little screw that's in there. So there's lots of stuff you can do with these. A great idea. I'm
Certainly
really
takes-
keen to see how it goes in the
Certainly
dust.
takes some getting used to after your standard rifle moving to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I think with the straight pull, you have to realise that you have to be you pull it in a straight line. You don't
Yeah.
want
You wouldn't,
you
yeah.
almost the muscle memory almost wants you to
I think-
rotate the bolt. Yeah.
I think your left-handed action wasn't helping
yeah.
potentially.
That's right, probably, yeah. But,
But for sure,
I was
it's-
being very,
You feel like you need to lift it up.
yeah,
When in
Yeah.
fact you don't.
yeah. That's
It's
it.
just
You
straight
kind
up.
of
Okay.
the muscle memory kind of goes up and back, whereas it's straight pull.
But-
So
And those red dots for target acquisition, because wherever that red dot is where your bullet's going to go. You don't have to worry about when you're
Yeah,
looking
so
for the
that's
scope.
that's a great feature of the Aimpoint, and I don't profess to be an expert in these, but the Aimpoint's it's got prisms inside it, so when you look through it and you see that red dot, unlike a scope that if you don't have your eye perfectly in the scope and you get rid of what do you call the dark rings around it,
you don't get a full scope picture.
if you don't get the
Yeah.
full scope picture with the Aimpoint, where the red dot is, the red dot is. So you can move your head up and down and around, and that dot stays exactly where it was supposed to be on the target. So you don't have to be perfectly in behind it. If you're just off the Aimpoint as you're taking your shot, if that red dot's on, it's on target.
Yeah.
So pretty interesting piece of gear. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh,
Looking forward
most
to using
definitely. And look, if we bust a mob of pigs and they're running, it's
that
going to
thing's-
be going bang, 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 bang,
Well,
bang.
that's
Oh,
what
change.
they were made for, weren't they? Was that
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just going to need a couple more five round
That's it.
magazines.
Out. I'm out.
Next one.
I'm out.
Yeah. So anyway, so they're the platforms we're running. They're all sighted in, ready to go.
Yeah.
Might have one more go at the range with the proper rounds. Proper rounds. I'm using Sako rounds. I haven't just decided which ones are
Which-
going to be running through this one yet.
Yeah.
So I've still got a little bit of work to do, but you guys
Yeah.
are set.
We're set. We're ready to go. We just need to get up there. Can't wait.
Looking forward to it. 3
Oh,
weeks.
yeah, 3 weeks to go.
All right. Too good. That's it for now.
See you guys.
See you later.
Awesome.
Cool.